Gold and silver are in a very interesting spot right now. Are they in a spot like a perfect little area where no matter what happens, the price has solid support and potential for dramatic increases? I think that very well may be the case, and I'm going to lay out for you in this video why we may have some very happy, good days ahead of us, those of us invested in gold, silver, and the precious metal mining stocks. I've got all that for you and a lot more in this video starting right now. Gold is going up tomorrow. You watch, you wait, you see. That's my prediction. In about 10 hours, we'll get the highly anticipated CPI, the inflation report. I predict that no matter what happens with this report, we're going to see a strong gold and silver price through the end of the week. And there's a couple of reasons why. Number one, I think we're just in a sweet spot right now where gold is kind of Goldilocks. It's positioned that no matter what comes out, it's going to do well. If inflation runs super high, that will be perceived as positive for gold. The old traditional gold does well in a highly inflationary environment. I don't think that'll be the case. I actually think we'll get a lower CPI number tomorrow, and that will be very positive for gold because people will think that means the Fed is getting closer. The Fed's winning their fight on inflation. They're slowing the economy, and we're one step closer to the Fed fully shifting to more dovish monetary stance. You have to understand, it's very interesting. Gold is not a barometer, okay? Gold is more like a fortune teller, like one of those people you see in a cheesy tourist area that charges you $5 to read the lines on your hand or whatever the case may be. Gold looks out into the future, always trying to predict what's going to happen. And for the last year and a half, when it looked out into the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, all it saw was Fed hawkishness. That's about to change. We're at peak. We're bouncing off that peak hawkish level. And what's going to happen now is gold's going to be looking out 6 months to a year and seeing more easy money policy that will result in a much higher price of gold. Now, we're going to be happy when that happens. And if you enjoy my videos, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. You can hit the bell notification, leave a comment in the comment section below. The other thing I want to talk about are the mining stocks. They are really set up. I mean, I think gold's going up no matter what throughout the end of this week, into the coming months, into the coming quarters. There's a massive potential in the mining stocks. There's 3 things we need to talk about when we look at the mining stocks. Number one, with the miners, many of them have an increasing production profile. As these companies produce more ounces, just a sheer number of more ounces, that puts more money to the bottom line. The second thing we need to consider with the miners is as the price of gold increases, as we get towards $2,500 gold, like Goldman Sachs is predicting, almost all of that money, all of that price increase, the vast majority of it, even with increased inflation and cost, most of any increase in the price of gold goes straight to cash flow and net income. Thirdly, sentiment. If sentiment were to improve within the sector, we could see on sentiment alone the price of many of the stocks going up by 2 or 3 times. Okay, now if you look at a confluence of 1 or 2 or 3 of the aforementioned factors, that's how we get gold and silver mining stocks that go up by 5 times in value, 10 times, sometimes even 20 times or higher more in value. If you've got a company that's making more ounces, and as they're making more ounces, they're doing that at a much higher profit margin because the price of the precious metals has gone up, and you get improved sentiment, you get explosive growth within the sector. The last thing I want to touch on when it comes to gold and silver, gold in particular, technically is set up very, very nicely right now. There's a 10-year cup and handle formation, which is one of the most reliable technical analysis indicators that shows that the gold price could rocket from where it is right now. If my Goldilocks scenario thesis is correct, we could be at or near the very beginning of a massive rally in the price of gold and silver and the miners, and a big, big party here in Ron's basement. All of you joining me from all over the world, you'll all be invited. Hey, thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well, and until next time, take care.